Shalom Eastern Shore. I am Rabbi David Tokajer with Congregation Maim Chaim, the Eastern Shore's Messianic Synagogue, and I am bringing you your daily dose of living water. In Mark 13, Yeshua shares a prophetic word about what the world will be like as we move toward the end of days. He tells the disciples of false messiahs who will arise and the importance of being alert and guarding against them. He warns about birth pangs that will come, such as wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes and famines. But one of the most interesting things to me from all of this begins in verse 9. Watch out for yourselves. They will hand you over to the courts, and you will be beaten in the synagogues. You will stand before governors and kings because of me as a witness to them. The good news must first be proclaimed to all the nations. When they arrest you and hand you over, do not worry beforehand about what to say. Say whatever is given to you in that hour, for it is not you who speaks, but the Ruach HaKodesh. Yeshua warns his disciples that they need not worry about what to say when these things come upon them. Interestingly enough, most of the disciples would end up going through some of their own trials and tribulations, such as Stephen in Acts 7, who went on trial and ultimately was stoned to death. But when given the opportunity to present testimony on his own behalf, Stephen let the Ruach speak through him, just as Yeshua taught, and preached the good news of Messiah with power. Truth be told, the day may come when, as followers of Yeshua, we may find ourselves in similar circumstances as Stephen, and Yeshua's words still ring true for us today. Say whatever is given to you in that hour, for it is not you who speaks, but the Ruach HaKodesh. But here's the key. In order for us to operate in the Holy Spirit when that time comes, we must operate in the Spirit throughout our walk. In the parable of the talents in Matthew 24, Yeshua says, "You were faithful with a little, so I'll put you in charge of much." How much more important is stoking the fire of the Ruach HaKodesh than simply returning a financial investment with increase? If we do not walk fervently in the power of the Ruach HaKodesh when things are simple and easy, then how will we know how to let the Holy Spirit speak through us when the going gets tough? If we aren't faithful in the little, walking in the Holy Spirit day in and day out when life is normal, then why in the world would the Lord put us in charge of much, allowing the Spirit to speak through us when the world is against us? We must be faithful to the Ruach HaKodesh now so that when things do get rough, when the birth pangs get worse, so that the Ruach will speak through us when we are standing in front of our accusers when the time comes. Shalom.